What's up, Mother Truckers? BP Hero back at you. And what we're doing tonight is something that I want to do more of as long as I can get more tournament games in. Got rained out tomorrow for ASA State, but this is last weekend's game footage from Show Me State games. I want to go over my game swings and kind of talk about what my thought process is here, what my mentality is, kind of take you through some different situations and kind of what it's going through my head when I'm at the dish. So, just to be full transparency here, the squad did not have the best day on the field. Had a hell of a time with the boys, but I managed to get 7 at-bats in 3 games. So maybe not the best idea of footage here, but it's still something I wanted to go over because there is some swings here that I do want to talk about. So with no further ado, let's kind of dive right in here. Painting the picture for each scenario here as we go. So I'm leading off the inning here to get this started. No outs, nothing like that. Just looking to drive a ball, preferably, I'll say not through the middle per se. I'm not trying to hit the pitcher, but I'm just trying to keep something low and just go through the 4-man wide open hole back there because the only person you have to get the ball by is the pitcher, and you got a huge hole back there. So that's really the main focus here. Looking for something kind of flat and a little bit outside so I can just kind of basically poke it right back through the middle, right around the pitcher's feet. The closer to the pitcher without getting it where he can field it, the better, just because it's less likely to be fielded. Take the first one for a strike. I wanted a little flatter and outside, but it's okay. He's going to throw one here to just completely waste. Way over my head. Not sure how much pitching Kyle does anymore. I know he used to a little bit. Reined it in there. Got one that I could pull, cut it pretty good, and got it over the left fielder. We'll stand up double here at second base to get my day started. Wasn't the swing I wanted, but that's the nice thing about hitting with nobody on base is you can do basically whatever you want with the ball. Stepping into the next situation here, the next game. 1 out. Runner on first. And mainly what I'm looking to do here is just stay out of a double play. We were struggling with the double play bus. I'm probably going to end up posting these games, so you'll see what I'm talking about. There was at one point in the day that we had more double plays than we had runs scored. So the last thing I wanted to do was contribute to that. And especially when we're hurting for base runners, I'm not going to take an aggressive swing that might get me into a double play. I'm going to do what I can to get on base, or at minimum, make sure I'm not doubling anybody off. So really looking really hard to push anything, basically second baseman to right field line in the air. Do not want this ball on the ground at all. Took the first one here. And I get a pitch to hit. Not a terrible pitch. Kind of one thing with being a bounce bat that does give me a little bit more control and a little bit more freedom. Could I have waited on a better pitch? Yes. But I really felt like I could inside out this pitch and get it a little more down the line. Or even just a little bit lower would have been okay. So, I mean, as you can see, we'll go back here and look. I really did. I mean, you can look and see where the ball is at. I mean, it's probably over the inner third anyway. But my hands are basically tucked inside the ball pretty well here. And just looking to flare this thing out there. I have no qualms with how I struck this ball, how I hit this ball. The only thing I wish is I could have got it a little bit lower, but it wasn't on the ground. So it's like trying to find that middle ground of getting low, but not getting on the ground. Not necessarily upset with this result here, but obviously not ideal. I thought there for a minute it was going to tail away from him. And honestly, had he been playing a little bit deeper, I'm not too sure that it would have been down anyway. Then this is the same game. We had a big weather delay and had to move fields after a good 4-hour rain delay. This was one of 2 fields that were basically dry and ready to play after a disaster of a storm came through. And painting the picture again here, runners first and third with 1 out. So we are down big in this game. I want to say it's 12-2 maybe, something like that. We had just started back up. So again, with the situation of me taking an aggressive swing doesn't really do us a ton of good here, in my opinion. We need base runners. We need to be able to get people on base and score runs. Me taking an aggressive swing, trying to hit a home run or trying to shoot a gap or trying to get a ball to the fence or pass an outfielder really does us no good in theory to me. That's just kind of my mindset. because we need base runners any way we can. I'm looking to hit a single, and it's kind of the same thing. If I'm in this situation, I'm looking to go, again, second baseman and over. Really trying to poke this corner here is really what my focus was with this swing. Did have a little bit of breeze at my back, so I was really kind of trying to focus on poking this corner here. Take the first one, shorten on the plate. And old boy here did a pretty decent job of throwing strikes. He nibbled and nibbled and nibbled, but got the plate there again. Missed bad with that one. Appreciate you, buddy. Ball 4. All right, so pay attention to the series of events here. So he's going to get the first strike on me, and then in ASA, you have to, as a pitcher and a batter, both have to be set before the next pitch can be thrown. So you're not really looking to be quick pitched here. We're not playing U-trip or anything like that. And I'm not even sure that this pitcher meant to intentionally quick pitch me. I think it just kind of happened. But I didn't get the call. Not that I was like begging for it, but the umpire let the pitch go. I look up, the ball's coming. My top hand wasn't even situated on the bat yet, and I look up and the ball's coming. So I'm just kind of had to defend myself here. Get settled in. Here, runner on first. Same thing, just trying to stay out of a double play here. Gets the first pitch strike on me. A second hit. My top hand's not even situated on the bat yet, and the ball's coming. I mean, he's winding up to pitch, and I don't even have my second hand on the bat yet. He lets it go. Just got my top hand on the bat. Hadn't quite got it situated. You see how loose it is in my top hand there. That's how unready I was. The pitch is coming. So I just kind of panicked and just took a flick swing at it. I'm lucky that I managed to get it in the air. Hit a flare there, just trying to get into that right field corner, and missed it. Got thrown out there, and Jackson almost got himself doubled off of first base just doing Jackson things. But that was it for that game. And then here, we did get 3 at-bats in this game. And we were actually rolling here a little bit. So we had actually scored, I think, 7 runs in the first inning of this game. So we came out firing. So now I feel like I can kind of get aggressive. I can kind of swing away here. I can kind of get loose. There is 1 out. Got a runner on first here. Obviously looking double play situation. Greg misses with the first one. But I'm honestly looking to take a big swing here. I won't say hit it out, but I'm definitely looking to get it to the fence, get it through the outfield hard and in the air. So Greg missed with the first one. Gets to the next one here. Perfect pitch for me to swing at for what I wanted to do. I thought I struck it pretty well. Maybe this is just me wishing I had my in-loads back. I don't really know. I have no issue with how I struck this ball. Even off the bat a little bit, I kind of thought I might have got it at least into the corner. You're going to hear the guy behind you say, oh, there it is. I didn't think I hit it out, but I did think for sure that I got it into the corner, but I didn't see the left fielder damn near playing on the line almost. So, and he also did make a good range and play there to get to it, but I thought for sure it was going to be down. But that's just kind of how it be sometimes. Then this swing here, we're still rolling. We're still hitting pretty well. And they went into a 5-man. I'm not really sure why. I don't feel like we did enough hitting through the infield to put them into a 5-man, but they went into a 5-man. And basically what my focus is here, I believe there's 1 out in this situation too, is I'm looking to shoot this right center gap, especially with the center fielder kind of standing here. I don't know if you can see my cursor or not, but especially with this with this center fielder shading me way pull. I mean, I can drive a whole fleet of school buses sideways through this right center gap. So if I can get that there, Jackson's probably scoring, and I'm probably jogging to second base. And trust me, a jog for me takes a while. So the main focus here is just get a ball into that gap. First pitch hacking here, and I did my guy Greg dirty. The last place I wanted to go with that swing was back at him. Obviously, that's kind of an inherent risk of trying to hit that gap, especially when they're in a 5-man. He didn't even really fall into it per se. I mean, it found him. I don't hate this swing. I hate it that it was hit at Greg. Greg's a really nice guy. I've been good buddies with him for a long time. So not necessarily the swing I wanted to take, the result of hitting it at him, but sometimes it's just what you got to do. It's Saturday. He understands, and for the record, he fired back, and everything was just fine. He wasn't mad. He wasn't upset. He got his redemption shot, and all was well. There's no love lost here. Nothing's upset. This is tournament softball, and while not U-Trip Worlds or anything like that, we're all showing up to win. We're not out here trying to make sure everybody's happy and everybody goes home happy and this and that and carry on. We're here to win a softball game, and this was the swing I needed to take to try and win us a softball game. Would have been a perfect swing. Probably would have got through the infield and rolled. With as short as the grass is kept there, I have a pretty good feeling it would have rolled all the way to the fence. Did get Jackson first to third there, and Caleb ended up scoring. Actually, forgot Caleb was on third as I'm sitting here recording this clip. And in the last swing here, this one's kind of a conundrum. It kind of frustrated me because, let me tell you what. Let's just look at it here. So ASA, 6 to 10 feet. In hindsight, this pitch is definitely 6 feet at the height of this pitch. If you can, it's kind of hard to see with the sunlight. I mean, I'm 5'8" in heels, so this pitch is definitely over my head. So it's got the 6 foot requirement. But when we're in the moment, I felt like this pitch barely got above my shoulder. I guess probably just in the moment. I mean, it lands well. Obviously, it hits the mat and everything. Crossed me well and everything else. But I just felt like the pitch was way flatter than that. Maybe that's just me being a little out of practice. But he throws this first one, and I turn around and I ask, and I know Greg could see my displeasure. You kind of see me stay over my shoulder. There's at the bottom. So then Greg, doing crafty pitcher things, and we'll talk about this in my pitching video that I will do, because I do want to kind of cover stuff like this, is he knew that I wasn't happy with the first call. He could see me kind of saying something to the umpire, thought there was something wrong with the pitch. So what's he do? He makes the perfect pitch here, the perfect pitch, and just fires a Jenny Finch one in there. I'm not too sure that Steve back here wouldn't have caught this ball at his ankles had I not swung at it. That's how fast he threw it. But already worried about a flat pitch from the last one, and Shannon not saying anything when this thing's coming in. Shannon being the umpire, Shannon not saying, okay, yeah, it's flat or whatever else. I felt like I had to swing, so I take the swing. I get really frustrated because I thought for sure that Darren was going to field that. He ended up not fielding it, thank God. So I just kind of I hit the ball, got frustrated, just stood there and then realized it got through, so then I just take a jog to first base. But I was not happy with the result of this at bat, but it is what it is. You can sit here and make excuses all day long, this, that, whatever else. Bottom line, I have to, one, recognize that the first pitch is a very hittable pitch, especially when I'm leading off. I could do basically whatever I wanted to with that pitch. I could shoot the left center gap, possibly paint this line. There's a million different things I could have did with it besides watch it. I put myself in that situation. I hate when batters blame things on umpires, because you had a chance to do something different with the situation, to not leave it in the umpire's hands. I had a chance to paint the line. I had a chance to shoot this left center gap. Possibly could have even fisted it into the right center gap. I had a million different things I could have did with the first pitch to not make myself vulnerable to the second. But that's softball. That's why we go over these videos, because one, it kind of makes me aware, and two, it kind of gives you maybe some advice and things to look for. Be aggressive in certain situations so you don't have to end up in the situation that got put in here. But this is quick, short, to the point. I know it's only 7 swings. Hopefully the next tournament we play, we get some more swings in. I was really looking forward to playing ASA State tomorrow, but with it being rained out, not sure when the next tournament will be. I know they're going to try and reschedule that, but I don't know if I'll make it because we got weddings and all kinds of other stuff going on coming up soon, but I hope to get some tournament footage in soon for you guys. Let me know down in the comments below if you want to see more content like this, something you would like to see me do different with this type of content. Just let me know in the comments down below, or some suggestions you might have for me in a certain situation. Let me know. Hope you enjoyed it, guys. Swing in case you hit it. BP here. Catch you next time.